Hey everyone, welcome to the Fast Friday Facts for November the 20th, 2020. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you taking time to do that. It has been an interesting week for us. On Wednesday, Governor Beshear issued an executive order closing all public and private schools to in-person learning beginning Monday, November the 23rd. That's this coming Monday. His executive order did say that high schools and middle schools could not return to in-person learning prior to January 4th, 2021. But the executive order said that elementary schools could return to in-person learning as early as December the 7th, assuming their counties were not in the red on the indices map. Well, in Garrett County, we've made a decision to align our elementary school schedule with our high school, middle school schedule. And what that means is that all Garrett County schools will remain on virtual instruction through January the 4th, 2021 at the earliest. We'll certainly be looking at numbers leading up to that time, and if we can go back to in-person, we will. That decision was based on a couple of things. One was the determination that if in-person wasn't the best case for middle school and high school as far as safety of students, safety of staff, and the spread of COVID, then we didn't want to subject our elementary kids to anything that was in any way less safe. We also understand there's a strong likelihood that as we come out of Thanksgiving, there could be a spike. And so anticipating that, we wanted to make sure that we were giving parents, staff, and students as much notice as we could as to how we would operate. And I understand that the decision won't be one that makes everyone happy. I can share with you that on a daily basis, we hear from folks on both sides. Yesterday, I had a parent contact me and say, I can't believe that we would ever consider going back to school if we're in red or until there's a vaccine. And I literally got off that phone call and took another call saying, there are a lot of districts that went in red. I think we should go while we're in red. So we're not here to try to recognize that we can satisfy everyone. We're just trying to make the best decision that we think provides the best safety for our students moving forward and establishes some consistency. So let's hope that going forward there will be some solutions that will allow us to return to in-person learning, that we can stay there and not have to worry about coming out, and at the same time while we're staying there we can recognize that there's limited opportunities at infection. So we're hopeful for that event at some point in time. One thing I do want to be clear about is just because we're making this decision, we're not reducing our commitment or our obligation to what goes on in that virtual environment. We still have to provide the very best instruction that we possibly can, and we know our staff's been doing that and will continue to do that. I also hope, though, that this decision will help us focus on the learning that needs to be taking place and not asking that question that has been asked every week for the past several weeks, and that's, will we be in person next week or will we be virtual? I know when that's on your mind, it makes it difficult to prepare as a teacher and tough as a parent or a student to know what to expect for the following week. I also know this, that we can find a number of things to complain about for this year, 2020. It's impacted our lives in lots of ways, including our lives in education and our lives in learning. However, as we're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving, I think that sometimes we can look around and maybe find something to be thankful for. Now, I don't know your personal circumstance, so I won't suggest what you should do, but perhaps during this upcoming week of Thanksgiving, you can look around and find at least one thing that you can be thankful for, and maybe while you're looking, you'll discover there's more than just one. I do want to take time to say thank you for joining me each week and allowing me to have an opportunity to share some of the updates about what's going on. I want you to know that I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to celebrate it as you see fit and that you're able to remain safe while you're doing that. And since next Friday is the day after Thanksgiving, I doubt that you want to be bothered with a Fast Friday fact. So I won't be doing a Fast Friday next week, but do know this, if there's anything new that ever occurs, we're happy to share that information with you. As you've seen, we've done Fast Fridays on a variety of days, and we'll continue to do that. Hope you have a great weekend, great short instructional week next week, and a great Thanksgiving break, and we'll check back in with you once we return to school in that virtual learning environment. Thanks.